Good morning, my loves. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning here at the lake. I think it's like 70 degrees right now. It's going to get, I think, 100-ish. Nothing too terrible. It's fall. Fall in Arizona is the 90s and hundreds, and it's okay. That's us. That's what we do. Interesting topic. When you it is too. He always has to put his 2 cents in. When you get good news, something nice happens to you, how do you handle that? Do you clap for yourself, or are you afraid to? Have you been taught to stay humble? I mean, I am all about humble, but it's okay to clap for yourself. It's okay to be proud of yourself or excited when something good happens. When somebody else has good fortune, when somebody gets a raise, a bonus, they get engaged, they get a new boyfriend or girlfriend, do you get excited for them? Or do you get resentful? How do you handle it? Good topic. So this kind of came to my life yesterday. I had an article published in a parenting magazine, and I'm very proud of it. The magazine it's in the September issue of Preparedness Without Paranoia, and it's helping parents be prepared for whatever is coming down the road. But you don't want to be paranoid about it. I mean, it's life, it's kids, it's gonna happen, but don't freak out about it. Anyway, I've had several articles published there, and I love it. I am thrilled. So Chris Nanry sent me a note yesterday with a list of everybody that was published, and my name was on the list. And so it was kind of cool. And I'm at work. Now, of course, I send the article to my son, of course, and my besties. And I don't worry about their reaction because I know they're going to be happy for me. But I'm at work. Do I share it with people I work with? Because I know there will be mixed reviews. Not on the topic, but, Brenda had another article published. Oh, yeah, Brenda had something published. Another book, another article, whatever. You don't want that. I don't want to cause animosity. I don't want to stir shit. So I told a few people privately. And I shouldn't have to be like that. I shouldn't have to worry about what other people think about my success, my good fortune. But I try to be kind. And somebody said, if I were you, I would be really, really excited. I said, I am on the inside. I just can't show it here. Because if you get too excited, people say you're getting too big for your britches, I don't want that. So I kind of played it low key. But inside I was jumping up and down because it's always exciting to have something published. But how do you handle it? When you have success, now I'm not talking about your kids' success. We'll get there in a minute. I'm talking about your personal success. You get a promotion, something wonderful happens, you buy a house, you get a new car. How do you handle it? Because you know there are people in your world, in all likelihood, that are going to be resentful and jealous. And that may open up a whole new can of worms. I have seen people get a new house. And instead of everybody saying, oh, I can't wait to see it. When's the housewarming? Congratulations. I have seen people say, oh, it doesn't matter. They'll lose it in a year. What a horrible thing to say. Or somebody will get a new car. Oh, they'll wreck it. It'll be repossessed. They're not going to keep that. What an awful thing to say. Somebody will get a new job or a promotion. Oh, don't worry, they'll blow it. Why would you wish ill will on someone? Don't do that. Because that is just showing that you're petty, that you're envious. You have good things happening in your life. So it's okay to be happy when good things happen in other people's lives. I clap for everyone. People at work, somebody's pregnant, they have a new boyfriend or girlfriend, they get a promotion. I'll buy donuts for the office. I will try and do something. My nose is itching. Hang on. I know. I'm allergic to cats. I have a cat. My nose is runny all the time, scratchy voice all the time. He's worth it. It's okay. I'm just covered with cat hair. And he sleeps right next to my face, of course. So anyway, I'm always buying donuts. I try to lift everybody up and clap for everyone because everyone deserves recognition. Everyone deserves to hear, good job. I am so proud of you. If one of the attorneys settles the case, might not be anything big, but hey, that's wonderful. Congrats. Why not? Why not lift each other up instead of being petty and shallow? It doesn't take, somebody else's success does not take away from yours. Hang on, I gotta get a drink. Sorry. Okay. Scratchy throat. Itchy nose. Ugh. But their success does not take away from your light. There is enough light and enough goodness and enough blessings to go around to everyone. So stop being shallow and petty. Now, kiddos, it's really hard as a parent and a grandparent when something good happens to your kid. You want to scream it from the rooftops. You want to go to the highest mountain and let everybody know because that's your baby. I know. Can't always do that. Do it within reason, I do, I'm not one for bumper stickers, but I totally understand people that have the bumper stickers on their car. My kid goes to whatever school. My kid's an A student. My kid, I totally get that. And that's fine. And the parents that wear the t-shirts or the sweatshirts for their kids' school, love that. When my son was in school, I did that. I mean, it's just what you do as a parent. But there's a difference between being proud and, saying good things about your kid and bragging. There's a huge, huge difference. And, if you're around other parents, try not to yawn. If you're around other parents and everybody's talking about their kids, yeah, I'll say what my son does or what my daughter-in-law does or my granddaughter. She's an honor student. She's into volleyball and blah, blah, blah. I might say that, but I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to start bragging. Bragging can be a little much, I have been very blessed in my life. I have my dream job. I've published 9 books, several articles, and I have an amazing, Finn the Wonder Cat, and I have a nice life. But I really, really try not to brag. I mean, trust me, I have had my dark days. When I was going through cancer, I've had a heart attack. I've had some really rough times that I overcame. I think we all do. Don't focus on the bad. Don't count your banes, the bad things, count your blessings. But in the same realm, don't boast. It's okay to say good things about your kids or have pictures on your desk or the bumper stickers or whatever, but keep it in check. And keep your own life in check. Like yesterday, I didn't go around boasting that, oh, I had another article published. You got to see this. I didn't put it out on the company email. I didn't send it to everybody. I'm not going to. That's boastful. It's one thing to let people you're close to know. And it's another thing, and your cat know, but it's totally something different if you start boasting. I think boasting is, I'm trying to think of the word, tacky. Plain and simple, I think boasting is kind of tacky. It's one thing to say nice things about yourself, nice things about your kids, but don't go to the point you're going to make somebody else feel bad. I guess that's what I want to say. Don't try to make other people feel small because of your success. Don't make other people feel less than because of your success. Because there for the grace of God go I. We all have successes. You may not have published 9 books, but you may make the most fantastic cookies on the planet. You may keep the cleanest house ever. I am envious. I would like to hire you right now because my house was always nice and neat and clean until Finn came along, and now it's a disaster. But we all have our specialties. Nobody can say, oh, my life's boring, my life doesn't matter, because, honey, it does. You could be an amazing parent, the best parent. That is the ultimate, in my opinion. I don't care how successful you are. Being a good parent, that's, in my opinion, that's the ultimate. Having a good relationship with your kids, that's the ultimate. But again, don't go around boasting. You know, don't brag, don't boast. It's one thing to announce, it's one thing to share, but just keep it in check. So if you want to read the article, great. You go online, it's an online magazine, Preparedness Without Paranoia, and you'll see everything in the September issue. And my article is Awkward Conversations with Children. And it's a good article. I mean, it was published. It was good enough to be published. If you like it, great. If you don't, great. That's okay. I'm not boasting. I'm just sharing. But please, it's okay to clap for yourself, and it's always okay to clap for others. Have a great Tuesday.